Wayne Perry is a DC gangster who is the protection of Harlem drug dealer kingpin Alpo Martinez. Everyone knows about Wayne Perry at this particular moment, okay? But they don't know is how did he become like that? But how Wayne Perry changed is that one day him and his father has gotten into a real bad argument, and Wayne Perry cursed him out, treated him bad, dogged his father out in front of people and embarrassed him. And his father died. Wayne Perry never got to apologize to his father, and that hurted him more than anything else. And it was that moment he went on a death wish. That's when he started killing multiple people and not caring, robbing drug dealers. You know, he never really been like a punk or anything, but he wasn't killing people at that rapid rate. You know, he caught his first murder when he was only 14 years old. He had did a favor for his cousin who owed someone some money and he didn't want to pay him. So his cousin just asked Wayne Perry to get rid of him. You know, since you a kid, you're not going to really get into any trouble. You might go to juvenile detention for a few months and that's about it. So he was very young. He caught his first murder, but that didn't really make him snap or anything like that. I'm quite sure he killed a couple other people after that. What really made him snap and go on a death wish is when his father died after he mistreated his father. That bothered him. That is when he took his killing to the next level. That is when he didn't care about what happened to him anymore. You know, he was having broad daylight murders before that Alpo situation. Everyone's talking about that situation when Alpo shook the guy's hand and Wayne Perry came up from behind him during a basketball game and shot him. Everyone's talking about that as if that wasn't his first murder in broad daylight. He killed someone in front of a cop in broad daylight and he beat it because the guy had a weapon also, and the guy pulled out the gun first and was trying to kill him. So Wayne Perry ended up shooting the guy and the guy died right in front of the police officer, and Wayne Perry got off. You know, because what people really know about Wayne Perry is only the stuff he was doing with Alpo when he was in DC. You know, they wasn't talking about the murders he had further down south where he used to live. They wasn't talking about any of that stuff. When he was beating people with bats in high school and things like that. And the thing that makes Wayne Perry so dangerous is that he doesn't need a gun to kill you. He also killed a female who was snitching on him because of another murder that he's done. It was a lady that was trying to snitch on him, and Wayne Perry caught her. He stabbed her in the face a few times. Then he ended up shooting her 7 times and killed the lady because she was trying to snitch him out on the murder that he committed. You know, he wasn't just only using guns. He'll use a bat, he'll use a knife, he'll kill a female, a male. It didn't matter to him because he lost his mind when his father died. That's what changed him, because he felt really bad about what happened and thinking because he mistreated him, that has something to do with his father's death. This is what changed him. This is what took him to the next level of gangster. This is what was making him extorting drug dealers who he knew was setting people up to get killed, who he know will kill someone themselves, but he didn't care about what happened to him at that point. He had a little team of a bunch of young, hungry thugs. He got a crew of wild, young dudes that would do anything for him, that was robbing people, doing murders. He was like the king of killers, okay? He was training these little guys how to be killers, how to extort people, how to rob people, how to do everything. He was turning them into the ultimate team. He had that little town when he was at, that little city in DC, he had them in fear. One of the gangster stories that I've heard about Wayne Perry is the story that when Wayne Perry was chilling in an apartment, okay, with one of his homeboys, they was just chilling, joking around, having some drinks. And then one of the neighborhood kids who was hustling, he was selling, he came knocking on the door. So when Wayne Perry's homeboy opened up the door, they seen he had like this strange look on his face. And then he came and he was like, hey, yo, some New York dude just stepped to me and told me that I couldn't hustle. And then right away, Wayne Perry and his homeboy, they both looked at each other like, what? And the teenage kid was like, yeah, he told me that he better not catch me out here hustling no more, that this is his spot, only he could get money right here. And he's from New York. So then Wayne, who they was calling Silk at the time, had said, man, go back downstairs and sell your drugs, man. And the little kid looked at Wayne, looked at his homeboy, and he just stood there, and he looked intimidated, like he was a little sketchy to go back downstairs because he thought something was going to happen to him. So then Wayne Perry's homeboy looked at the kid and said, if Silk said it's okay, it's okay. Go back down there and finish selling your drugs. And the kid was so afraid. He did not want to go back down there. I don't know how the guy shook him up that bad, why he's done. But Wayne Perry had told him, go sell your drugs, man. And the kid was kind of etchy to move until Wayne Perry homeboy, continued to talk with the kid. If Silk said it's okay, go back down there and sell your drugs. So he finally convinced the little guy to go back downstairs. And the guy went back downstairs to go finish selling his drugs. And they said as the guy went back downstairs, he started serving some customers. Here comes the New York dude again, coming from across the street with an angry look on his face. Like he wanted to kill this guy just for hustling. So as the guy got up close to him, and right before he could say anything to the kid who was hustling, they said they don't know where Silk came from. He came out of nowhere behind the guy with a hoodie on, and he emptied everything he had in the clip in the back of the guy's head. And the guy just collapsed to the floor and died right there on the spot. After Silk done that, he left. He just disappeared. So now they're saying that the cops and everybody was out there, the ambulance, asking what happened. And the kid was just standing there, just looking at the dead body. And now here comes Silk. He comes back downstairs, changed up his clothes, just to see who's talking. He wanted to see if someone was trying to snitch on him because it was a crowd of people. Because obviously, it wasn't nighttime, so everyone knew who did it. But he was doing stuff like that, where he was laying people out, and he would come back downstairs, change up, and stand in the crowd, acting like he don't know what happened himself, just to see if anyone's talking to the cops and the ambulance. You see what I'm saying? So that's one of my gangster stories about Wayne Silk Perry.